Star of Little People, big World Chris Marek is causing a ruckus by becoming close friends with Amy Roloff's ex-boyfriend Matt Roloff. This will not end well. Chris has to wake up since it's possible that he is unaware of the extent of the emotional harm he is creating. Amy has expressed her distaste for the circumstance quite clearly. Chris comes seen as passive-aggressive when he keeps up his connection with the man who injured Amy so severely. Although Chris doesn't come off as a horrible guy overall, this bromance is concerning. It is obvious that Chris doesn't need to spend time talking to the man who broke Amy's heart, yet he does. Chris and Matt used to hang out in season 25 of Little People, Big World. They made fun of Amy's terrible habit of leaving doors and drawers open while they were doing it. Yes, it was joking around, but that's precisely what Amy has been terrified of. Things like these shouldn't be occurring. When they exchange notes, Amy gets really uncomfortable, and there's no justification for her to have to put up with this. Amy embodies strength. Trying to meet the expectations of others has been her life's work. She's conquered so much as a small person in a world made for bigger people. She deserves some tranquility now that she has gone through a terrible divorce that left her completely sad and family strife about Roloff Farm's future. In addition to being a devoted wife, mother, and friend, Amy has raised her own children. Her spouse needs to avoid adding insult to injury. Big World. Little People presumably lonely before he met Amy and fell in love. Chris Marek's family revealed on TV. It's possible that he also desired additional male pals. They really appear to get along better than Chris and Amy, so it's plausible that he and Matt simply bonded. It truly is a bromance. Chris and Matt are in love. Together, they light up the place. Amy's situation could not be worse. Thus, Chris may feel lonely, and his time with Matt and his new life with Amy may be helping to fill a gap. But he ought to seek for other means of growing his posse. Matt is not the person you should confide in. Around Matt, Amy is constantly tense. Because Caryn Chandler stole her guy, she finds it difficult to be polite to her as well. Amy therefore faces significant obstacles already, which she overcomes with great elegance. Everybody has a limit, though. Amy doesn't appear to have much regard for Matt. He referred to her as a tyrant during the current season while they were organizing a farm fundraiser. Matt appears to be deserving of the same kind of criticism at times. As a guy, he demands his own way. His goal-oriented nature even led to a falling out with his children when he decided to sell the farm rather than give it to them. He listed the house twice before taking it off the market in December 2023. Zach made an attempt to purchase it, but his bid fell short. The children are severely harmed by this crap, and Zach has struggled to get over it. It's as if he and Matt had become apart. When they do interact, it is excruciatingly uncomfortable. Even nevertheless, Matt, who left Amy for Caryn, a worker at Roloff Farms, feels at ease criticizing his former spouse since he detests Amy's authoritarian behavior. Experience has taught Amy that there can never be too many bosses. Someone always has to be in charge. While there could be some validity to it, Matt and Caryn, who recently declared their real-life engagement, believe Amy is trying to control everyone. The family is filled with a great deal of simmering tension. Instead of expressing some of their feelings, they are repressing them. Chris should avoid being around Matt because of this. That way, Amy will be able to unwind. She'll be able to be herself without always being provoked. She no longer needs Matt, so Amy needs to discover who she is without him. In spite of the fact that Chris is misguided in their connection, he is still a great friend to Amy. Chris strikes me as nice, laid back, and pleasant. He's fascinating because he's sufficiently daring. He has significantly altered his life for Amy. He never wanted children, for instance, but he now spends a lot of time with Amy's kids and grandkids. He makes an effort to support Amy's children and grandchildren. It was a really special occasion when he bought a bike for one of his grandchildren. Chris is making an effort. View him and Amy riding their motorbike in the video above, courtesy of Entertainment Tonight on YouTube. Perhaps he hopes that the Roloff grandchildren will one day ride motorcycles. Sure, in his quest for a spectacular experience, he left Amy freezing for hours on the back of a motorcycle. Amy was probably happy she went with him after it was all done, though. She gains these invaluable new experiences from him. She may spend too much time living in the past if he didn't encourage her to explore and go outside. Chris has a broad range of interpersonal relationships and is cheerful and optimistic. It's not shocking that he can connect with Matt because the realtor in him is accustomed to small chat. Amy views Matt as a poisonous man, whereas Chris enjoys being around others. Until Amy decides they should all get together, it is best to stay away from him. I'm hoping Chris will realize his mistake. Amy is finding this to be an unpleasant scenario. She takes it out on other individuals. Only when absolutely necessary should the couple spend time with Matt in order to save their marriage. It should be up to Amy to decide when everyone meets. When Chris repents, there's a strong chance that the two will find happiness. Yes, he's daring, but he's also a soothing presence. He's kind and enjoyable to be around. Amy was constantly treading carefully with Matt, and life should be enjoyable. She may go on a park picnic with Chris or just watch him savor the sweets Amy makes. Matt never truly got her love or sense of obligation. Chris is much kinder to her sentiments overall, especially when it comes to Matt. Since she initially started dating Matt Roloff and began filming for the family reality show Little People Big World, Tori Roloff, a famous person from that show, has been in the spotlight. Tori has shown in recent times that she is more than just a wife and mother, rather. She has evolved into a full-fledged diva. The announcement that season 25 of Little People Big World will be the final season by Matt and Tori Roloff is one of the most significant decisions that has garnered media attention even months after it was made public. In the wake of the disastrous Roloff Farms deal, this was a major move that many viewers interpreted as a not-so-subtle jab at Matt Roloff. The relocation also raised questions about the future of the program, which is another impact. Many fans of Little People Big World thought that Tori, Zach, and their kids would be the franchise's future stars. That future timetable is obviously no longer relevant given the decision they took. Many Tori Roloff admirers have been criticizing her for what they perceive to be diva-like actions. Some fans of Little People Big World have even gone so far as to claim that Tori's recent activities have caused her conduct to spiral out of control. Some people view their decision to leave Little People Big World as diva behavior, which is probably coupled with the belief that they are too good or that they outgrow the program. As previously said, a lot of people saw their resignation as a small-minded jab at Matt Roloff. Tori's decision to share her dieting journey online has also drawn criticism from some Little People Big World supporters. Although it's always a good idea to get back in shape, many people have taken issue with Tori's approach, which involved releasing short reels to increase her social media following and attract views. In addition to formally leaving Little People Big World, Tori Roloff has amassed over 2 million social media followers. They have started their own podcasts. She uses her following as a parent influencer to market items. Some fans of Little People Big World believe that Tori's enormous fan base occasionally goes too far. Despite their strong dislike for Little People Big World, Zach and Tori Roloff are what they are now because of the family sitcom, and they couldn't appreciate their current lives otherwise. It's one thing to decide to leave the program and to stop shooting. But from what many fans see, Zach and Tori have an air of superiority that makes them and their family seem like celebrities. And this attitude isn't sitting well with people.